As of the time recording, it's approaching June, and we haven't gotten any updates on CDR. Uzu is not communicating anything, and there hasn't been an update in 2 months. However, there have been sneak peeks, explanations, and leaks. To get started, new skins will arrive in the update. Showcased here are 2 The World Over Heaven skins. With the soon-to-be addition of these 2 TWH skins, obtaining legendary skins such as Lightbringer and Gunnar TWH will increase in difficulty since you'll be more likely to obtain the Noob TWOH or Hell TWOH. Also, there's a new The World skin, which makes the world tie in with Star Platinum's total skin count of 10. That's not all for skin teasers. Here is an upcoming Gunnar CDR skin. A cropped picture of this TWOH skin based on fused Zamasu from Dragon Ball, and a KCR skin named Itachi, which has yet to be shown. Lastly, this image reveals multiple skins. The catch is that it's unclear what stands these skins will designate to. I'm predicting that the Cthulhu skin could be White Snake, like how they both spew sticky, slimely poisonous ink, except one's black. But that's besides the point. I have no clue what the skin behind Cthulhu is. Maybe it's a work in progress. The skin in front of Cthulhu is that of a fully covered, dark-suited man wearing a smiling mask. I think it could be Golden Experience, I'm not sure. The diver skin could be White Album or even the Leak Diver Down stand. I'm not going to get into Diver Down right now. I want you to look at these 2 arrows. The top left arrow is pointing to Jade Piece. Back in February, Paragon said there will be a Crazy Diamond Requiem variant for Jade Piece. And comparing the Crazy Diamond variant for Jade Piece here, you can tell that the legs are different, even though the CDR variant is cropped heavily. The CDR variant also has this spike pointing out here. In reference to the teased model for CDR revealing its eyes, it's a remastered version of this old model, which has spikes pointing out the back of its head. So to answer the question, this is the CDR skin Paragon talked about. The middle right arrow points to a skin that's unfortunately cropped, but you can see a dim shade of purple here. There's this white object here, and the attire is black. This is the final sneak peek for skins, a remodel for the World Over Heaven. The new model will mirror the identity of the Eyes of Heaven, TWH, with its purple legs, arms, and cheeks. The community will receive much more than just skins. We are also getting balances on stands and specs to make sure everything is fair. I'll highlight 5 of them that I find important. Aerosmith and 6 pistols will no longer be able to stack damage on top of their barrages. Worthiness is gone, and worthiness will simply cost 0, no more turning into stone and lagging servers. Yo Angelo trap duration increased, enough to confirm the beatdown. Rage mode nerfs. And killer queen bombs will be less annoying, if you don't get what I mean. Take a look at this video. Notice how the explosions instantly damage the opponent, and victims are ragdolled shorter than usual. This change isn't necessarily a buff, but a quality of life change. The character skill tree will be reduced by 4 points, not just because of the worthiness I mentioned costing 0, but the vitality nodes being adjusted. Sticky Fingers will get living zippers back, however zipper pole will be removed. Here's a showcase of living zippers in the original trailer. We will be getting 2 moves back with the cost of some people, including me, missing zipper pole. Sticky Fingers will also be receiving balance changes. One that stood out to me is zipper extension's stun time being cut in half. You won't be able to combo as efficiently. Anubis's after images slows the victim's sprinting speed now by -12. The duration of this slowing is double your iframe duration, so it's heavily reliant on stand speed upgrades. Pluck will be receiving some buffs, as that is what the community has asked for. Red Hot Chili Pepper will be getting some changes. I'm not going to read over them because this is my least used stand in the entire game, and I do not care for this stand at all. Anyways, do you guys remember back in July 2023 when Uzuki showed this on his YouTube channel describing what's to come for the future of YBA? Well, Purple Haze was on there with a caption in quote, "Move set idea created," tilting towards a rework. It's approaching July 2025, and there hasn't been any update on this stand, bro. Obviously, this is not going to arrive in the CDR update, but I would really like to hear something about this again. Nonetheless, a new change to the map will happen. The map will be shrunken down. We won't get this 3.0 version of the map in the CDR update. By comparing the current 2.0 version of the map, there are various differences spotted here. The 3.0 version has the fountain parked right near the market, and there are also not a lot of decorations placed. It makes sense why the devs won't add this in the CDR update. It's not even done. One last thing before I get into the rehaul segments, critical attacks will no longer occur in the 1 versus 1's game mode. What would be preeminent is if they completely remove critical attacks from the game altogether. But that's just my opinion. Now, for the 4 confirmed rehauls we're going to see in the CDR update, first off is Golden Experience. The stand's summon tree will have its damage reduced and be blockable, but its iframes go from lasting 0.5 seconds to 1 second, and the cooldown is reduced. There are new sound effects on the kick barrage, replacing the world's sound effects. Summon Frog Life Form, now named Life Creation, has its wind-up speed reduced, but its hitbox duration is reduced, and this one's a large nerf. No more super armor. Super armor means that a move can't be cancelled by damage or stun, like KCR's Dimension Scythe. There's some more changes with the frog, but I find these changes minor. Summon Life Form, now Life Creation, ignores block instead of being blockable. The skill tree has been simplified. The nodes above Life Creation, Summon Tree and Life Giver, boost the damage and speed of Life Creation. Golden Experience's heal has been changed. The ability to heal friends, which you don't have, by the way, receive more health than self-distributing yourself. Also, you are no longer stunned by the heal. So once you get the heal, you can get back to fighting as normal. Distribution has been limited to only 3 upgrade nodes instead of 5. Golden Experience's Requiem variant is getting changes as well. GER's skill tree has been simplified. GER is getting a new move called Life Shot. It knocks victims out of their body, which stops the opponent's third-person camera from following the user. The camera, when in the duration of the effect from Life Shot, is anchored. You're allowed to walk, however your camera doesn't follow you. This next change is honestly a quality of life change. Return to 0 will only affect the user who time stopped. No more TS plus RTZ in 2 versus 2s, SBR or main game, and getting unfairly eliminated. RTZ has 2 other buffs, longer iframes, and a reduced cooldown. The nerf for RTZ is that victim stands will no longer be desummoned. I personally like these changes a lot. RTZ is an established move. It doesn't hurt opponents, it just prevents time stops and acts as a neutral counter. Life Beam of Creation has been changed as well. It no longer block breaks. Instead, the laser bypasses block. The stun has been doubled, but that's if you directly hit an opponent. If you miss, the scorpions that spawn, which is now 2 instead of 4, quickly summon and target the closest opponent. Looking closely in the video, the person who is blocking gets their block broken by the scorpions, is ragdolled for only a little bit, and then stands back up with 0.8 seconds of stun. The scorpions move rapidly if you upgrade life manipulation in GER's skill tree. Awakening is now called Requiem Awakening. The base duration is increased by 4 seconds, and the Enlightened upgrade has its duration buff increase reduced. The third rehaul is 6 pistols. A new simplified skill tree for 6 pistols will be in the CDR update. Something in the skill tree that's not in the game currently that I find to be great is that you can purchase the Stand Barrage Finisher and Reload ability for 0 skill points and then redirect it to a different keybind. All of these changes will be added. You can read it. We have some gameplay of 6 pistols. The barrage acts like a regular barrage on any other stand, and there's a new move called Rapid Fire! To use this move, you hold down X, quickly firing bullets until you run out. Triple reload will be replaced by double reload. Paragon considers this as a nerf, but if you think about it, it's a buff. Triple reloading at 3 bullets takes more time than double reloading at 3 bullets. Also, double reload's price is half of triple reload. To end it off on rehauls, Aerosmith. There is no gameplay footage, but there are brief descriptions of the 3 new abilities being added to the stand. We can imaginate in our minds what they will look like. Air support shoots bullets in front of the user, like a mini part of Vola Barrage was taken out and fired. Fat Man, I can imagine in my brain of a nuke dropping that causes a large explosion. It has its own special model and effects. Carbon dioxide radar, basically, Spirit Photo in Hermit Purple but for Aerosmith. The last segment of this video, I will cover the leaks for CDR and the Part 6 stand Diver Down. Diver Down got leaked back in February. Diver Down's signature ability in Stone Ocean is to phase through solids and then freely change their insides. Chop Suey's description is making me think this is just a surface invasion punch clone. Modify structure, it's not clear how this move will be able to enact its properties on opponents. Do you do a punch, throw, dive? It's not said. No Mickey, sounds like a you're in my range clone. Spring Trap, this move is a counter, and if your opponent hits you during the counter's frames, the attacker will have springs on their legs, making them jump around, unable to control their movement. Power storage, imagine you're in 2 versus 2s, and your friend, which you don't have, I know, but they're getting barraged, so you decide to dive into your buddy and protect him from upcoming damage. I don't know if you'll be able to use your stand during that or not. The rest is yap. Crazy Diamond Requiem. Not only did the skill tree get leaked, the effects the stand will arrive with got leaked. The effects match the descriptions of the moves, so this is real. Diamond Slam, a move where you slam the ground and after that, shards are summoned and fly somewhere, like shrapnels after a grenade explosion. This one I don't have to explain. It's a recycled move. Another recycled move? Are they going to remove Crazy Diamond's beatdown and put that in the Requiem variant? Diamond is unbreakable. Instead of M1ing your friend's paws on that. I'll run you down with the definition of friends. I can tell that you don't understand that word because you've never experienced it. A friend is a person attached to another by feelings of affection or personal regard. This causes an aura circle on the floor, where people in it can't die, even if they have 0 HP. Once the field fades and is no longer appearing, the people in that aura will gain health. Blood Reformation, a projectile that is fired towards the cursor. If it damages an opponent, that opponent glides towards you, allowing for a combo. Restoration Trap. It could be Yo Angelo, but it block breaks? No idea. These upgrades shown here slightly increase your health and regen. It's a minor addition that I found captivating. Here are all of the Crazy Diamond Requiem effects.